How to adopt a GIGACHAD frame of mind. Let's get it.
Yeah. I'm inspired. I'm inspired.
Flomashkaram. Before I begin, just a quick disclaimer. Make sure you're 18 and older. Make sure you follow the laws of the land. And make sure you understand this is for information, education, and entertainment. Okay, let's move forward. First of all, greetings. Welcome to the channel. My name is Sumet Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means that I help you feel better and perform better. Today we're talking all about how to adopt that GIGACHAD mentality, okay? That frame control, that sense of mind that is so potent that no matter who comes against the frame, they all get demolished. They all get demolished. That's it. End of story. You are Shiva, the creator and destroyer. This is the frame. You are Shiva, the creator and destroyer. You are at one with Shiva. And you recognize that. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Amor fati. I love my fate. This is how we're thinking. I'm a creator of my reality. I'm a master of my destiny. So I cause this ripple. So as this ripple is giving me some tension or some kind of a bad frequency, I'm transmuting that. How? Through my frame of mind, through my GIGACHAD frame of mind. How, you ask? Through my frame of mind. Through this GIGACHAD frame of mind, you will be able to remain adamantium. Being charismatic is being somebody that other people feel good around. Okay? That's it. Don't overcomplicate it. It's the life force energy that you bring that keeps you going, that moves you forward. And that prana, that charge, is then transferred onto other people around you and they feel really good. When you're in this mentality, you misinterpret what other people say as compliment. That's a stupid shirt, bro. Oh, hey, thank you, man. You treat them like a fan. Why? Because they came in as an enemy. Therefore, they're automatically below you. If they came in antagonistic, attacking you, there's got to be something wrong with it. Bro, that's got to be some kind of a projection. It's not about you at all. It's not even about you, and you're getting perturbed about it. You see what I'm saying? It's totally about them. Something isn't going right in their own life, and so they're projecting that onto you. Well, I do this all the time. I misinterpret people's comments as like compliments. All these self-help gurus say the same thing. Oh, I'm flattered you think of me that way. Okay. It wasn't even a compliment towards me, right? But I just misinterpret it. Why? Because that's the way you do this thing, man. You playfully misinterpret. You make it a part of this interaction, this performance, this exciting frame of events, okay? A lot of people think it's about value. Yes, but I would also argue with you and say that it's about the perception of your value. Just like you have strengths in life, it's about the perception of your strength. Just because you have the challenge skills ratio in the flow state doesn't matter. It's the perceived challenge and the perceived skills that create that flow state pocket. So perception creates reality. If you perceive someone to be high value in your mind, they're high value. Okay? A lot of people, they try to fake their value, right? Buy fake jewelry, fake watches, fake clothes that are high-end and designer, just so they can have that perception of value. Real, authentic value is when you become the type of person that you truly admire. You see? This is why going on this self-improvement path or, personal development journey is so important and so potent for your own life, right? You see, let's say there's a German girl, she comes to New York, and though she's very beautiful, she's very confused about what to do and who to speak to and how to get through the New York tram system. which is a complete headache. And she doesn't know, she's lost, she's confused. So if you just come in there and you value her primarily on her looks and her beauty, right? You think, oh, she's a model in New York or something like this. Completely missing the fact that she's gone there for, for art school, and she really wants to be a designer, and she's gonna get the credentials. Like, you don't know people's backstory, you see? And so we make assumptions based on value. Hot people have a halo effect around them, right? I know, because I'm hot. What is the frame? The frame is a frame of reality. It's the way that you make meaning or sense out of an interaction. It's not about imposing. It's not about clamoring for attention. It's not about gaslighting others. It's about understanding where you're coming from. Okay? What is the head space you're coming from? What is the heart space, the feelings that you're coming from? Is there any intention in this interaction? These are things you got to consider. And you might be thinking, hey man, yeah, this is kind of difficult to do. And you think that, oh, a celebrity just walks in and just gets all the results in life. No, man, they had to work for that. They had to get, Grammy nominated and go through this entire process. Do you want to go through that? Or do you just want to do the hard work and push through and do it the right way? However many people rely on the frame also makes it a stronger frame. So if you have your whole bandwagon of Twitter followers, like an army, that's going to be more supportive of your frame of reality. Okay? This is why people like, Andrew Tate or Sneeko or any of these people, they have an entire army of people behind them. You see what I'm saying? So their frames are going to be strong. So they can create more of an argument towards this cancel culture type of thing, right? But don't just be a conformist. Don't just go with whatever people are saying. Do some independent research. I always do independent research, man, before I go into anything. Any dangerous activity, any kind of activity where I'm unsure about it, I'm not sure what's going to be the consequences, I always make sure that I create a sense of caution for me. Why? It's just my own general way of doing things, right? I check the parameters. And if I do make a mistake, I'll learn from it. I know that it's a lesson. I know that there's some kind of gold or treasure there in that. So the stronger frame wins. The stronger frame wins, right? Like Jake Paul is an example of a very strong frame, and he almost has this delusional sense of confidence at a certain point, right? Same with like Conor McGregor or any of these other guys. They have this sense of confidence that just creates their reality for them because they're speaking about it so much. You see? That's how they talk in their own minds. That's how they're boosting themselves up. You see, your mindset throughout your day, right? Like in the morning, the time you go to sleep, it's completely scattered. Someone else is pulling your attention this way. Media is pulling your attention this way. And what strengthens a frame? Attention. Attention goes where energy flows. We've said it a billion times. But have you considered it? That all the negative stuff you might be focusing on is actually strengthening that reality? Well, you say soon, but I can't escape it. How do I, get rid of this? You told me whatever resists will persist. You change your frame. You change your beliefs around that, which is going to be difficult. It's going to take some time. Your limiting beliefs is what is stopping you from achieving the life that you want. It's literally pulling and holding you back. Okay, whereas you can easily move forward, but those limiting beliefs are working subconsciously against you to keep you stuck. Okay, maybe it's a divine timing thing sometimes. I'll agree with that. However, sometimes we pretty much are okay with staying small. So this diluted sense of confidence, it can get dangerous, right? It can be of course it can be dangerous. Of course we're all trying to get our names out there and, I think people are becoming jaded, man. I think a lot of people are like, yeah, what's the point anyway? This whole world's gonna go to shit anyway. It's like people are going into that dystopian mentality again. And that's not the way GigaChad functions. Even Stacy, she doesn't function like that, okay? It doesn't work like that, okay, guys and gals? You worrying and overthinking and thinking the world is gonna go to shit and that nothing is possible and that nothing is good enough for me and I can't do anything, right? If you keep walking that tightrope, you're gonna injure yourself. Stop. Challenge your thoughts. Is this effective? Where am I? Am I in the past or am I in the future right now? Hold on a second. This thought, is this even real? I think it's a random projected thought, man. What? Worthless. I'm worthy to do a lot of things. Good enough for what? Good enough to be me? You see, and you start challenging yourself. That's what the GIGACHAD does. They take power over the mind. It's mind over mind here. It's a war. It's mind over mind. There's a very spiritual underlying thing that's happening for all of us, okay? This is an important time that we all level up. And someone else can come in and test your frame, right? They're going to test your frame if you have a strong frame. Okay, it's like the lion of the jungle gets attacked the most, right? Because other people want their spot. So someone comes into your reality and say, you're gonna buy me a drink or what? Now she's trying to take control of the frame, right? It's a power play. But this is also how you work with tension. You play with the creative tension of the moment. Sexual tension is just creative tension. All tension is creative tension, okay? Think of it that way. That's how the GIGACHAD would think of it, okay? This is a token resistance. This is a playfulness. And I'm going to learn about myself and her and what's going on here. First of all, gratitude. Thank you for expressing yourself like that. You know, I really appreciate that you told me the truth. You didn't lie to me. You know, you just want to drink, don't you? Is it the best pickup line you got? What's going on? I mean, let's talk about this drink thing though. You want me to buy you a drink? You think you could walk in here like any other girl tonight and get... I'm just playing around. You're so dorky. Come here, give me a hug. Nah, get away from me. Don't touch me like that. But keep touching me though. This is an important mentality. This is the play. Okay? This is how you play. This is how you... You forgot to play as an adult. You stopped playing. You got too serious. You got too rigid. You were misconstrued on what Stoicism has taught you, what the military has taught you, what the whole world has taught you. You become too gelatinous and closed off. Like a Zen mind Buddhist monk, but you can't even take action. What good is that? You want to be the warrior monk. That's it. That's the solution. I can be sensitive or I can be a killer. I know I have both within me. And it's my art. This world is my art. That's the mindset. This is my performance art piece. This is all a simulation, right? And I'm here to enjoy my version of it. I'm a glitch in the matrix like so many of these characters that you see. Scripps, who is he? Who is Dr. Scripps? Who is Sumed? Who is Sumed Chatterjee? Who is he? What does he do? How does he think? How is he able to have so many transformations within people? How? How does he keep doing it? How does he keep repeating the process? These are questions that I will answer. However, for right now, I want you to think of my mindset and how sharp it is. Why am I thinking from this level? Because I'm thinking in the level of like, oh, wait a second. If Jocko Willink came into my room right now, I would be rearranging some things around, okay? We got to start thinking like that, guys. If Batman suddenly came to your house, you saw these like old crusty noodles on the table, right? Like a chip packet lying around somewhere, right? Bunch of used condoms. It's like, he's going to be like, what are you doing, man? Right? And that's important to note. That's really important to note. Because your frame, even if you're that guy who gets caught with a chip packet, a person with a stronger frame will win against Batman, bro. Against Batman. Yeah, I like these chips. I miss the trash. What are you going to do about it? What is he going to say to that? If you stay and hold firm within your reality, within your meaning of your life, within the values and the strengths that you have, what is somebody else going to say about it that's going to destroy you or deflate your ego? You see, that's why you can't play in this world of ego. You got to play in the world of egolessness, getting into flow state, so you can erode these petty insecurities that you have. I'm talking to someone else is interrupting the interaction. I keep on continuing to have the interaction and I just give them a little smile. So they know. A little smirk. So they know they're being cut out of my reality right now. Like a buzzsaw, crystallizing down. Okay? A giant wall just being built. And eventually you'll have this ability to stay so present that the other person that you're talking to, they'll be the ones that just go, hey, could you be quiet for a second? We're trying to talk. They'll be the one that initiates it because they sense your power. What if someone is drunk or is on drugs or has a gun? These situations, you got to know how to handle yourself as well. But again, man, the frame loves attention. But again, what makes the frame grow? Attention. Good. If you got that right, give yourself a thumbs up on this video. So hold firm on your terms and conditions, okay? Your contract for your own life. You know how you have a contract in BDSM for dom and a sub? It's like that. You have to have a contract for your own life. Okay, how you show up, what is your standard, where are your values at, where are your ethics, what is your manners like? Okay, you got to know all of these things, man. People ask me an ethical, moral question. That's your thing. You got to do it with your own ethics, not mine. Okay, you got to find your personal virtues, your character traits that you want to amplify and strengthen over time. Not mine. I might value like a sense of creativity and you might not. But I don't want to get into a random fight for no reason with a guy, you know? It's just not worth it. It's not worth my time. It's not worth his. Okay? It's too much negative energy. I usually don't even get to that point of a fight, man. I think it's happened probably only once or twice in my life. So it's just better to neutralize it right away. Beef it out on the spot. Get some things across. All right, man. What's up? If he keeps pestering you, then you start blocking them off. If they say one or two comments, you could just troll them. Do I calibrate for the size of the guy, how big he is? Maybe. In that moment, if he showed me he had a gun or something, I'd probably back off, right? All right, whatever. But run? I don't think of running. I don't think that way anymore. I used to. I used to be way more flight than fight in my life. And some of you listening are resonating. You're going, yeah, I run away from a lot of situations. I don't really put myself into confrontation. I'm very peaceful. I don't really like that. I don't want to face that. I don't like that, you know? But to have the slickest frame of mind, you got to think that I could destroy anybody. I could take on anybody. I'm the best in the world. It's got to come from that sense of grandiosity, man. This is not a narcissism. This is an extreme form of self-love. One that emanates and makes you believe in yourself. No one needs to know what's going on in your mind. You see what I'm saying? You could think you're the president of the world as you walk into just doing a swift maneuver from the ATM. And people watching that scene, they will see you differently. They will actually perceive you differently. If you hold yourself with the frame of a president, you get what I'm saying? So this is all our playground, okay? We can make our jobs sound way cooler than they are. We can introduce our friends way cooler than they are. But when you work towards authentically merging and fusing with that kind of lifestyle that you already want, that's when you start making massive progress because they're reacting to the real you now. Now you don't have to impress. Oh, I'm trying to impress someone. No. Well, how about you just vibe? Vibe attracts tribe, right? So you just focus on vibing. You don't focus on impressing. Some people are afraid of success. They want to succeed, but then they have this disgusting feeling inside of like, I don't know, maybe I just want to blow it all off, you know? Maybe I just want to self-sabotage right now, you know? This disgusting urge to self-sabotage. I'm sure some of you have faced this feeling, right? It's just that like, oh man, I got this success so fast. It's like when you win the lottery or something, it's like you want to blow it off the next day or something, right? Because you feel like you didn't earn it or something, right? There's some level of entitlement, deservedness there, right? It's the root chakra work. It's the groundedness work where you need to really feel strong and solid within yourself, right? Like let's say a celebrity walked into my home, right? Let's say Denzel Washington walks in. And let's say one of my friends just goes up to him like, oh my God, Denzel, can I have an autograph? Oh my God, are you okay? Oh, so the bathroom is there. We have a barbecue outside and we have all this. And Denzel's just going, oh, cool, man. Right. Right on. Right on. You know, and he's just doing his thing, right? And you could tell that Denzel's reacting less. Okay, that's the vibe that you're giving off when you're trying to impress. You think that this other person is a celebrity or they're higher up on some random pedestal than you. One guy is trying to impress, one guy isn't trying to impress. Who do you think that the woman will choose? The guy who's not trying to impress. Even my mom told me the story, my dad, okay? You know why I loved your dad so much? It's just that, he wasn't really trying to impress me so much. He was just cool, he had integrity, he was just kind of in his own world. That's who you gotta be, man. That's high value. He wasn't leeching attention from her or trying to get something or have some agenda. It's like he was just himself. You're reacting to her more than she's reacting to you. And that changes the power dynamic. Not being the strong container of masculine energy. You're a tsunami, she's also a tsunami. There's two tsunamis causing chaos together now. It's just a huge argument where you're both in your feminine and it gets nowhere because no one's willing to be the one who drops their egoic, weird toxicity and just get back into realizing and recognizing and coming back to the truth. Like, hey, all right, let's talk about this when we're both sane and more calm. Let's sit down. You can wait here. Okay? Let's have a drink, let's chill out, and let's have a conversation about this. Okay, you seem really tense. Is everything okay? This voice of care, this voice of comfort, you're missing it. Okay, a lot of you are missing it. You don't know how to change the sound of your voice to sound how you actually want to sound. It comes across as different. So you want to sound seductive, but it sounds like something else. You want to sound angry, but it sounds like something else. This is one of the attraction switches, is a willingness to emote, and we forget this. A lot of the times people forget this thing, right? A willingness to show that we have healthy emotional circuitry. We're not gonna lash out or cause a temper tantrum and then storm off. It's like, that kind of stuff just puts in our mind that, no, I don't feel safe. This is not a survival value. This is a liability now, right? And people do this out of insecurity, man, or they have like a weird agenda that they keep holding on to. The thing is, don't be so obvious that you're so hungry. Of course you're hungry. You're a man. Don't be so obvious that you're hungry. Yeah, I'm well fed. I'm taken care of. Everything's good. That's the vibe. I'm self-sufficient. I got everything I need. I don't need anything. I don't need anything. I don't need anything from you, or you. I got everything I want right here in my internal world. I'm not externally validated. I'm internally validated. Let's go. Upward spiral gang. So remember, the person who's trying more, exerting more effort, they're the one who's reacting more. But this is a low value thing. So vibe, don't impress. And I don't need one good reason to feel good about myself. Like, I don't need the paycheck to feel good about myself. I don't need a fancy car to feel good about myself. I don't need, all my accolades, plastered on the wall behind me to feel good about myself. I don't need any of that stuff. Those are just bonuses. That's the mindset. Every single thing that happens outside the fact that I had a healthy, happy, vibrant day today and I feel alive is a bonus. Is a bonus. Do you know how much I appreciate the fact that I can have these 5 senses? I can see, I can hear things. What am I grateful for that I can hear? What am I grateful that I can smell? Okay, this is how we have to change our mindset. We have to rewire ourselves now. This is the time. This is the time. Let's start getting up earlier. Let's start going out more. Let's start exercising. Let's start building ourselves up. Let's start building this community of people who are ready to tap into the zone every single day. They're there to work on their own individual craft. And I see people in this group that are so tapped in, man. I'm telling you, there's legendary musicians, dancers who work in the academic field. There's so many people who are tapping into this channel, but are also tapped into their individualized flow state. And that's what I'm inspired by. I want to help you maintain that and help you grow that so we can expand even further. Let's get it today. Upward Spiral Gang, may we never be the same again. Hit me up if you want to do a session with me. We got all the time in the world, baby. Let's get it. Upward Spiral Gang, may we never be the same again. And stay legendary. May the flow be with you. Let's go. Boom.